Time state champion, 252 career wins, only 2 losses, headed to Minnesota. Jake Herbert of North Allegheny, 138-18. 138-18, his record, a state champion a week ago, headed to Northwestern. And we talked about Weitzel and Herbert. Herbert agreed to move up to 189, so Weitzel could wrestle here for the Pennsylvania team. Herbert trying to spin behind, couldn't finish. And Herbert was top ranked in the country at 171, and now taken out of bounds by Kish, and they kind of banged heads, but the crowd really enjoying that first 24 seconds of action. Now they want to check, Jim Sterner wants to check the head of Roger Kish, make sure that he's okay.
You know, Herbert's like enjoying this. I mean, he's smiling, he's shaking hands. I mean, he's out there wrestling with a bear, and he's just having a good old time.
Well, you give him a lot of credit for making the move up to 189 pounds. He's obviously giving up weight here. I mean, he may have put on some since the season ended a week ago, but yeah, I think it's good to come in with that type of attitude. I mean, it is, I mean, certainly you want to win. You're not any less serious about it. And I think in anything, the more relaxed you are, the better you are apt to perform. Good shot at the single, and a takedown for Kish leads 2-0. I know, George, you as a former coach in whatever sport you're talking about, you want your guys to be relaxed out there.
He's relaxed. There isn't much doubt about that. But he's very sportsmanlike about it as well. And because he got kind of run over out of bounds, and just came in, shook hands with it, and just enjoying it.
Got an escape there, and boy, he just got dropped down, and Kish just drove right into him and knocked him straight backwards for a takedown to make it 4-0. And now back points coming as well. Can't see Herbert's left shoulder from this angle, but it looks to be pretty well up off the mat. Time running out in the first period. Kish with a should be 4-1 lead. Board shows 4-0, but it'll be 4-1. He'll get 3 near fall points, and it'll be 7-1 at the end of the first. Herbert wins the flip and defers. Kish choosing neutral position. Kish works the head. Quarter Nelson now. And loses that. Way in deep. Takedown for Kish. And that makes it 9-1. Well, this has been about as impressive a USA team as I have seen, George.
Well, the last couple of years, I just have felt that
crowd concerned about the right arm of Jake Herbert, and now Jim Sterner calls it potentially dangerous.
I've just felt that over the last couple of years, they've just gotten teams here that were just unbelievable. And like I said, when you see those guys the next year, you know, having a guy that's a freshman wrestling for a Division I championship, I mean, it's just one of those things.
Kish with the optional start gives Herbert an escape. Herbert with a good shot. Herbert trying to reach across and get the left leg, just couldn't hang on to it. 50 seconds left, second period, 9-2. Kish of the USA leading. Forced Herbert off the leg. Herbert almost went into a half there, and now it's Kish who ends up with the takedown. His lead is 11-2. And we're going to get a blood timeout here for Jake Herbert. Wrestlers ready to continue here. 38 seconds left, second period. 11-2 for Roger Kish of the USA. Jake Herbert's father, who was also a state champion in the Pennsylvania corner, along with Chuck Tursky and Jamie Kiriazis. Kiriazis, the North Allegheny head coach. Kish with another takedown to go up 13-3.
Herbert trying to hit the big splash there, elevate with the foot, but Kish is really a sound guy, very, very fundamental, and not going to give that kind of thing up in this situation.
Second period about to end. 13-3, Kish of the USA after 2. Herbert's choice, he'll take bottom position. Chuck Tursky in the Pennsylvania corner, named the AAA Coach of the Year last week at the state tournament. Took his team all the way to the team tournament finals. There's an escape for Herbert to make it 13-4. Kish has just had all kind of different maneuvers on his feet. Almost pulled off another one there.
And Herbert actually hit a half-decent looking duck, and Kish caught his leg, and that was what he stopped him with, and then he went behind it.
Takedown makes it 15-4 for Kish, excuse me. And we've got another blood timeout.
Wrestling fans, the 3 Sanderson run.
1:09 to go in the third as we resume action here. Herbert to his feet. Kish lets him go. Makes it 15-5 with a minute left. Good deep shot by Kish. Another takedown. His lead is 17-5. Well, Jim Sterner waved it off, and now as Kish gets up on top, gets the takedown. 35 seconds to go.
30 seconds.
And they're out of bounds.
It's kind of odd. Jim Horner doesn't erase too many like that, but he did in that situation. But Kish followed through anyhow for the takedown.
30 seconds remaining. Herbert tried to stand. Kish drops down on the legs. Kish trying to take it right to a half, and does. Herbert in trouble with pin at 5:47. That makes it 42-7 in favor of the USA.